please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online, please confirm to me, guys. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online, please check it. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online, guys, please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online. All right. Good afternoon, guys. And check it. What we completed in the last session. Right, sir. I think so. We are discussing about the differences between Java and others. The topics we understood there. Overall, how many differences we completed there in the last session? Overall, 5 differences we have seen total. What are the 5 differences here we completed? First one is C and C++ are static programming languages, but Java is what? Dynamic programming language. Second one is what? Preprocessor is required in C and C++, but preprocessor is not required in Java. That is another point. Next one is C and C++ are platform dependent programming languages, but Java is what? Platform independent programming language. Pointers are existed in C and C++, but pointers are not existed in Java. After that, after completion of this, another point is like what there? Right, sir. Pointers point we understood. Multiple inheritance is not existed in the case of Java, but multiple inheritance is possible in the case of like what there C++ and Python. Forget about C++. No, in the case of C++, that multiple inheritance we are able to provide by using some virtual functions or something else. No, but no need to think much about it. But if you want to know in a Python how multiple inheritance is going on, I can give some explanation for it. In Python, multiple inheritance is allowed, but how it is allowed, if you want to know that, I will give some explanation for it. I'm able to give some clarity regarding that. All right, so just as a matter of 2 minutes, now try to understand this clearly. Anyway, even I'm not going to give the content in the diagram here, in the document here, just for the sake of your extra knowledge point of view only, I'm giving this point. Now try to recognize this. In Python, how this multiple inheritance is possible is resolved. That confusion was resolved in the case of Python. First of all, understand it how classes are declared inside the Python. If you observe this, class A, for example, then colon and some members here we are going to write. What members here we are able to write now? I is equal to 10. Say for example, I is equal to 10. Like this here we have taken. Some j is equal to 20. Like this here we have taken. This is Python code. No curly braces, nothing else. Only class keyword a and space independent operator is existed now. I is equal to 10 and j is equal to 20. Like this here we have taken. This is what their class gave. Also carefully. Say for example, class B. Class B. Here we have taken. Now here I want to take again I is equal to 30. Semicolon is also not mandatory, guys. In the case of Python, semicolon is also not mandatory. We can remove that semicolons also. Directly we can provide the values. I is equal to 30, j is equal to like what there. Say for example, we can use like what there 40. Okay, that's okay, fine. They are the two classes here I've taken. Then what next one again? After completion of this, no, I want to take a class C. Class C. If we want to represent inheritance, we need to take parenthesis where if we provide A, then what is the meaning of this one? What is the meaning of this particular representation actually? Meaning is C is a child class for superclass A, parent class A. A is acting as what their parent class. C is acting as what their child class. C is a child class for what their parent A. That's the meaning here we can understand. Sir, all of you get my point or not? That's okay, fine. Next one is after that, after understanding this, now here in the child class, I want to use something else. I is equal to I plus 10. Like this, some instruction here I'm going to provide. In a child class, I want to, moreover, more than one superclass, I need to have that. This is only one superclass we provided for a single child class. Am I right or not? But my requirement is what there? I want to provide more than one superclass. So here we have to keep what there? Comma B. Comma B. Here we can use it. A comma B. Then I is equal to I plus 10. Similarly, J is equal to J plus 10. Like this, if we provide, no? Then how this I variable value and J variable values are going to be evaluated? How this I variable value and J variable values are going to be evaluated? This is a question mark. Right, sir. Now, I want to give one more case. Now, try to understand it. This is one class here we have taken. Am I right or not? Now, here, another class I am going to take now, another case. Now, this time I am going to provide, this is what their D, but here I want to provide B, next one is what their A. Like this, I want to provide. Understand? Different combinations here I am telling now. All right. Now, let's move on to the point here. In the case of Python, how this multiple inheritance is resolved. Just understand this now. A, B, C, three classes if we recognize, no? Which class is acting as a child class and which two classes are acting as super classes, no? A, B, C have taken as a three classes, no? Where which class is acting as child class, which classes are acting as super classes, no? A and B are what their super classes. C is what their child class. If you observe A, B and D, A, B and D, if you observe this, no, A and B are what their super classes and D is what their child class. Got it or not? Okay. I want to take this case later on. I want to take this case later on. First understand this one only. Now all of you observe carefully. Inside this intersection, first we access it is what there I is equal to I plus 1. I plus 10. I is equal to I plus 10. Here two superclasses are available. I value is available in both the superclasses. No. Now here the confusion is what in general in the case of Java, from which superclass I value is coming. From which superclass I value is coming is a confusion. That only the confusion here we are having. Am I right or not? In the case of Java. But how it is handled in the case of Python, no? Python is following some ordering. Some ordering it is following. In this situation, I'm telling that order, no? First of all, whenever we are trying to access I variable, first PVM is what there? Python virtual machine. First PVM will search for I variable in the current class. Or the current class, no? C. In the case, if I variable is not available in the current class, no? Then immediately PVM will go to the super classes. Two superclasses are available. In which order it will search, you know? In which order we provided the superclasses, in the same order that I variable value will be checked. First I variable will be checked in A superclass. Why? Because in the order what we provided, first one A, after that comma B. First PVM will search for I variable in what there? A. If I variable is available inside the A, then directly we can access that value. Now in A superclass I value is available or not available? As available, what is the value here now? 10 now. I is equal to 10 plus 10. I is equal to 10 plus 10 in the sense, what is the value here we are able to get now? 20 is the value here we are getting. Understand the evolution order in the case of Python? Everybody understand my point here. Next one is after that. What next one here? In the case of this Python, J is equal to J plus 10. If we use now, first PVM will search for J variable in the current class. Do you have any J variable declaration in the current class? No, not available. When it is not available, then PVM has to get J variable value from its superclass. How many superclasses are available for C? Two superclasses are available. Then first PVM will search for J variable in the first superclass. In the order, it will check for variables. Alright, PVM will search for J variable which superclass? No, A superclass. Why? Because in the order that A is the first one. It will check in the A superclass. Got it or not? Okay, in A, J variable is available or not? What is the J variable value in the superclass A? 20. J is equal to J plus 10. J is equal to 20 plus 10. When j is equal to 20 plus 10, then what's the value here we are able to get there? Now tell me, 20 plus 10 in the sense, what's the value here? 30 is the value here we are getting. Guys, all of you get my point or not? What is the value here we are getting there? No, 30. 30 is the value here we are getting. That's okay. Now this is what exactly the evaluation process here we are providing there. That's okay, fine. For example, if I take this one, now tell me, D is a child class, B comma A super classes are given, but tell me what is the order here I followed? No? In which order I followed here? First super class is what there? B, comma what next one? No? Second super class A. Oh, okay. First of all, understand it. I is equal to I plus 10 I have written. When we have written I is equal to I plus 10, first PVM will search for I in the current class. In the current class, it is not available. That is a D class, not existed there. Then now PVM will search for I variable in the super class. In which order it will check now? Directly it will check in the first super class. What is the first super class in the order here now? B. B is existed here now. So directly PVM will go to the B, where it will search for I is equal to 30. There it will search for what there? I is equal to 30. Okay, I is equal to I plus 10. I is equal to 30 plus 10. So what's the value here we are able to get now? Then 40 is a value here we are able to get. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? There, what we are able to get the value there? 40 is the value here we are getting. That's okay, fine. Leave this one here. After that, after completion of this, J is equal to J plus 10. J is equal to J plus 10 in the sense, first PVM will search for J variable in the current class D. Always first priority will be given for current local only. Okay, now it is not available. Whenever it is not available, PVM will search for the J variable in its superclass. In which order we provided the superclasses, in the same order PVM will search for the respective variables. Now first PVM will search for the J variable in a B class, class B. In a class B, J value is available or not? As it is available, then automatically 40 is existed. J is equal to J plus 10. J is equal to 40 plus 10. So what is the value here we are able to get now? 50 is the value here we are getting. So now PVM is maintaining multiple inheritance in this way. Sir, got it or not? But Java doesn't have this kind of analysis. Java does not follow this kind of approach there. So Java does not allow multiple inheritance as part of its applications. Just in the case of Java, it's a confusion state. The Java is thinking it's a confusion state, but Python is not thinking it's a confusion state. Python had a clear-cut algorithm to resolve this multiple inheritance. That's why we can conclude that in Python, multiple inheritance is possible, but in the case of Java, multiple inheritance is not possible. In the case of Python, multiple inheritance is possible, but in the case of Python, multiple inheritance is possible, but in the case of Java, multiple inheritance is not possible. That's it, because of confusion state. That is Java style, and this is what their Python. One more point I'm telling there. Programming language to programming language, conventions are varied, conventions are different, rules and regulations are different, then programming style and the syntaxes all are different. In Java, it was not handled, but in Python, it was handled. In Python, there is a clear-cut solution for multiple inheritance, but in the case of Java, there is no clear-cut solution for it. The technology point of view, I'm giving this difference again. Try to recognize this clearly. But my intention is not to talk about Python here. Just as I know the concept that I'm giving, clarify how it is handled in the case of Python and how it is not handled in the case of Java. The difference all I'm telling there, but otherwise I'm not having any intention to talk about what their Python. Then no problem for me. Then already I know about the total Python. Previously I took number of batches on Python also. The effective information I had there, but now this class is what the Java class. We have to talk more about this Java only. Just forget about this content here. Just knowledge purpose I'm giving there, not for any other reason here. Leave this point here. All right, so next one is 5 points here we understood there about this total content. No, the next one is like what there, sixth one. All of you observe carefully. The sixth point here I'm telling there. Operator overloading is not possible in Java. What's the next topic, sir? Now tell me. Operator overloading is not possible in Java. This is the title. What we have to understand. Operator overloading is not possible in Java. And for your kind information, I'm telling there, Durgasoft is conducting written test also when the topics are completing. Is a part of our plan actually. If I complete one topic, there we are going to conduct some written test. There we have to appear for it. There we have to check it, how much you are having the knowledge. When the topic is completed, in the next follow day, you are going to have written test. Everybody has to write that exam. Okay, but I will give 1 or 2 days before. I'll give intimation to you. But meanwhile, what I'm telling to you, even if I forget to give intimations to you, by default we have to understand when introduction topic is completed, there we are going to see some written test. One test I'm going to conduct, maybe some 30 marks or 40 marks no, on the base of that. So by default we have to ready for the written test now. In some situations, by thinking I'm in the mood of these concepts now. In that particular mood, I may not give intimations to you. I may not give intimations to you, but still I need to conduct the test when the topics are completed there. So because of that reason, every day you should read the content and every day you should be ready to attend for what there, the written test. All of sudden, tomorrow is a written test like this, I may give intimation there. So you should come for the written test now. As a part of our plan only for every course, for every topic, I'm planning to conduct some written test. Right? You may get some question bank also totally. If you write that exams there, you may get what there question bank also. Already I'm giving this document, right? Just you can study the document clearly. From this only we are able to get the questions there. Okay, right. So let's move on to the punch card. So what is the next one? Operator overloading is not possible in Java. Before going to understand whether operator overloading is possible or not possible in Java, in other programming languages, first of all, tell me what is an operator overloading? From where it is coming now? Right, sir. What is an operator overloading? How we are able to get this operator overloading? What is its meaning? That every point here we have to understand. Guys, yesterday I had some discussion about these object-oriented programming languages. Now today I'm asking some questions to you. Now we have to answer for it. Tell me, guys, all of you now tell me, when a programming language is an object-oriented programming language? Answer for my question. Come on, when a programming language is an object-oriented programming language, come on, what is the answer here? No, if any programming language represents, if any programming language represents data in the form of, what? In the form of objects, as per, come on, as per the object-oriented features, as per the object-oriented features, then that programming language is what their object oriented programming language. Have you remembered these points now? Right, sir. Yesterday you understood perfectly these points now. Right, sir. This is one point here we can understand. If any programming language represents data in the form of objects as per the object oriented features, then that programming language is what their object oriented programming language. Nice. Next one is, here I'm giving there as per the object oriented features now. Now tell me guys, how many number of object oriented features are available? Come on. There are seven number of object oriented features. There are seven number of object oriented features. What are the seven number of features now? Tell me. First one is what there? Class. Next one is what there? Object. Next one is what there? Encapsulation. Then after this, what next one? You know, abstraction. Next one is what there? Inheritance. Next one is what there? Polymorphism. And the last one is what there? Message passing. In general, people are not recognizing this message passing is a part of the object orientation, but it is one of the feature we have to understand. Don't worry. But majorly, most of the people are thinking about it. These four are the effective object-oriented features. Even some people are not including class and an object also. Class and object also they are not including. But strictly speaking, all these seven are what their object-oriented features. Okay, leave them. Whether they are representing or not, that doesn't matter. As per our responsibility, we have to understand the content here. Good. Now here, all of you understand it. Previous discussion is what there multiple inheritance is not possible in Java. That's why I've taken inheritance path from this. There I have discussed about types of inheritances. There I have discussed what is multiple inheritance. There I discussed why multiple inheritance is not possible in Java. That is the discussion there. But now my concept is what? Now I need to understand like what their polymorphism. Now we have to understand like what their polymorphism. Why? Because operator overloading is an example for polymorphism. Operator overloading is an example for what their polymorphism. Right, sir. This is a point here we have to understand. But first of all, what is this polymorphism now? What is the meaning of this polymorphism? Simple example I'm telling you, try to recognize this. So nowadays maybe multi-specialty hospitals are available. Are you aware about it? Multi-specialty hospitals. What is the meaning of the name multi-specialty? What you are thinking about it? No, it's a single place for any type of problem or not? It's a single place for all medicine related things or not? Medical related things or not? So one thing is available in multiple forms. One thing is available in what there multiple forms. All right, so nowadays maybe supermarkets are available. Supermarkets, if you want to get all items, might be whatever the items you required in our house, right? All items, if you want to get, the supermarkets are available. Shopping malls are available. In shopping malls, everything we are able to get. Just forget about all these examples. Another example I'm telling there. I think all of you might be seen one movie, the old movie, somewhat old movie. It was a Kamal Hassan movie, Dashavatar. Have you remembered it? No, sir. By the time we didn't even not in a position to see that movies. No, by the time. Huh? Right, sir. Dashavatar. Kamal Hassan is an actor, right? In that movie, he played how many roles? Nearly 10 roles he played there. But single actor, how many roles there? Not 10 roles. Single actor, how many appearances there? 10 appearances. No? That means one thing is available in multiple forms. One thing is existing in what there? Multiple forms. Sir, all of you are getting it or not? See, not even take any other example, sir. Yourself is the best example. Am I right? Yourself is the best example. Can I take this example? Yourself is the best example. How, sir? How can you say myself is a polymorphism? I think you're having doubt on you, right? I'll clarify. Don't worry. It's a simple example I'm telling to you. I think everybody is having this one, right? For example, this is a person actually. This is a person, right? Yes, sir. This is you. Think about it. Now, what is your appearance at present? No? At present, what you are doing? You're a student at Durgasoft or not? Why you are doubtful about it? You are sitting inside the class, sir. Why you are thinking about it? You are the student at Durgasoft. Am I right or not? Okay, nice. Next, another one. For example, if you are working in somewhere else, assume it, you are working person, you are working at somewhere else, where your appearance is what there? You're an employee in an organization. Am I right or not? Okay. For example, these are the professional points I'm telling there. But apart from this, if we take somewhat extra line, if we take now, if you think about it, you are a son to your parents. You have separate responsibilities as you are the son. Am I right or not? Of course. Here, what there? Another thing is like what there? Your sibling to your siblings, no? Your sibling. Am I right or not? That means your brother to might be sisters and brothers. No, you had some other responsibilities, other appearances available. Am I right or not? Of course. Of course. What? Apart from this, what? Apart from this, sufficient, not required to move more than this, right? I think you understood what I'm trying to say, no, not required. That's enough. All right, sir. So now tell me how many persons are available here? Only one person. But how many appearances are available? At the same time, you are an employee, you are a student, might be you are a son, or you are a sibling, might be you are a brother to your siblings. No, like this, so many things are available or not? All right, so now that's it. Now this is nothing but what their polymorphic nature. This nature is what their polymorphic nature. All right. Example, just for your understanding purpose, I'm telling them. Better example, right? Right. First of all, tell me what exactly the meaning of this polymorphism here now. If you think about this polymorphism, answer is very clear. First of all, polymorphism is a Greek word. Polymorphism is what there is a Greek word, not an English word. It is a Greek word. Where poly means many and morphism means structures. Where poly means many and morphism means what? Structures. Poly means many and morphism means what? Structures. That means the definition here, if you think now, if one thing is existed or one thing is available, if one thing is available in more than one form or structure, if one thing is available in more than one form or structure, then it is called polymorphism. Then it is called as what? There polymorphism. Right, sir. Then it is called as what? There polymorphism. Not more than this. If one thing is exists in more than one form or more than one structure, then it is called as what? There polymorphism. Guys, all of you are getting my point or not? That's okay, fine. Nice. Next, observe carefully. All of you understand this clearly. There are two types of polymorphisms. There are two types of polymorphisms. What are the two types of polymorphisms? No, first one is static polymorphism. Second one is dynamic polymorphism. Right, sir. What are the two types of polymorphisms? No, first one is what there static polymorphism. Another one is what there dynamic polymorphism. At very first class, I given some information, guys. At very first class, what is the meaning of static? What is the meaning of dynamic? What is the meaning of compilation time? What is the meaning of runtime? These points are given their clarity. And yesterday also I given some repetition for all the points. Do you remember this? Have you remembered that point? No? Right. Understand it. Static, wherever we are getting static in the introduction content, by default we can think of it as the compilation time. Static in the sense what there? Compilation time. Wherever we are thinking about dynamic, wherever the word is coming there dynamic, there we can think it is what there? Runtime, execution time. Compilation time, runtime. Compilation time, execution time. Clear or not? Right. Now let's observe carefully. What is the meaning of this static polymorphism here? If you have to this static polymorphism, understand this. If the polymorphism is exhibited, if the polymorphism is exhibited at compilation time, if the polymorphism is exhibited at a compilation time, then that polymorphism is called static polymorphism. Guys, everybody understand this clearly, that polymorphism is called as what there? Static polymorphism. Tell me, what is the meaning of the static polymorphism? No, if the polymorphism is exhibited at compilation time, not at runtime, only at compilation time. If compiler is identifying polymorphic nature in our code, then it is called as what there? Static polymorphism. Example for static polymorphism is what there? Overloading. Example for static polymorphism is what there? Overloading. Understand it clearly. Next one is after that dynamic polymorphism. Dynamic polymorphism. What is the meaning of this dynamic polymorphism? No, exactly similar definition. Tell me what is the similar definition? No, if the polymorphism, is exhibited at what time? There no runtime, not at compilation time. If the polymorphism is exhibited at a runtime, then that polymorphism is called dynamic polymorphism. All of you get my point or not? Dynamic polymorphism. Example for dynamic polymorphism is what there? Overriding. What is the example for dynamic polymorphism? No, overriding. Right? Tell me what exactly the points here I'm telling to you. Try to follow these points. No. Right? Point number one. First of all, here what I've given there. First of all, I'm giving what exactly the meaning of object-oriented programming language. Tell me what's the meaning of object-oriented programming language? If any programming language represents data in the form of objects as per the object-oriented features, then the programming language is what? Object-oriented programming language. How many number of object-oriented features are existed? 7 number of object-oriented features. What are the 7 number of object-oriented features? No. Class, object, encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism. Then what next one? Message passing. All right, sir. Polymorphism is a Greek word. Polymorphism is what there is a Greek word where poly means many and morphism means structures or forms. Okay, if one thing is exist in more than one form or structure, then it is called polymorphism. How many types of polymorphisms are existent? Two types of polymorphisms. What are the two types of polymorphisms? No, static polymorphism, and second one is what there? Dynamic polymorphism. Now, what is the meaning of static polymorphism? If the polymorphism is exhibited at compilation time, then that polymorphism is what? Static polymorphism. Example for static polymorphism is what? Overloading. Dynamic polymorphism. If the polymorphism is exhibited at a runtime, then that polymorphism is what? Dynamic polymorphism. Example for dynamic polymorphism is what? Come on. Overriding. That's okay, fine. Up to this, we understood clearly. I don't require overriding topic now. I don't require overriding. I require only what topic there? No, overloading. Why, sir? Why we need to take only overloading topic here? No, our concept is what there? Operator overloading is not possible in Java. That I have to take. If I want to take operator overloading is not possible in Java, first we have to understand what is an operator overloading. After that, we will understand why it is not possible in the case of Java. Now, let's observe carefully. All right, sir. Now, overloading, if we take now, there are two types of overloadings. There are two types of overloadings in general. What are the two types of overloadings? No, all of you observe carefully. First one is method overloading. Second one is operator overloading. First one is what there? Method overloading, operator overloading. Of course, in the case of C++, we may call it as function overloading. In function oriented programming languages, we can say it is what there? Function overloading. But of course, in the case of Java, the terminology is somewhat different when compared with the C and C++. In the case of Java, this overloading is what there? Method overloading, and other one is what there? Operator overloading. Now here also I required only what there? Operator overloading. I don't require what there? Method overloading. But we need to understand the point clearly. Let's see this one. First of all, let's see what is the meaning of this method overloading. At least the definition here I want to talk now. After that, I'll move on to the operator overloading there. All right. First of all, what is the meaning of this method overloading? All of you understand it. If we declare more than one method, with the same name, and with the different parameter list. Come again, what's the point I said to you? If we declare more than one method with the same name and with the different parameter list, method name is same but with the different parameter list, then it is called method overloading. All right, now understand the definition here. No, if we declare more than one method with the same name and with the different parameter list, then it is called what? Method overloading. Example, simple example. Anyway, this is an official Java topic only. Java can support this. Java does support this. Method overloading. In the future, I need to talk about this one. That's why I want to write a small programmatic view. I said to you clearly, more than one method with the same name and with the different parameters. Now let me check this more than one method with the same name and with the different parameter list, how it is available there. Right, so now understand this clearly. Class, for example, class I want to take class calculator. Example I'm telling that. Class calculator. Otherwise, in your understandable example, I want to take. No, now try to understand it. No, say for example, class employee I have taken. What is this class, sir? Employee. For employees, salaries must be generated or not? Come on, guys. For the employee, salaries must be generated or not? While generating salaries, some calculations are going on or not? Definitely some calculations are going on. Now let me check it. Now I want to take void generate salary is a method. Generate salary is a method. Guys, can you tell me on the basis of what the salaries are going to be generated? And if you're working, then definitely you might be have some awareness on it. How these salaries are generated there actually. First of all, something else, some basic amount is existed. Initially is what their basic amount. Maybe initially some amount is available every month, basic amount. Next one is what their float or hike is existed. Hike definitely some hike amount, maybe 30% or 25% or depending on organization, some hike is going to be available. Right, sir? Then after that, maybe some traveling allowances are available. Maybe some PF cutoffs are available, maybe. Am I right or not? PF cutoff might be existed here. All right, like this. Here we are having something like what there. Some calculations are going to be available. All right, so now here just we can go for with what there. Some calculations internally, some add-ons or some subtractions, or finally salary is going to be calculated. Right, now tell me on the basis of what parameters that salary is calculated there. Now tell me. First one is what there, basic amount. Next one is what there, hike. Next one is what there, PF, provident fund, traveling allowances. Another one here. Okay, I'm giving one more point. Now try to understand it. Guys, listen carefully. In general, if you go with any company where you are working, for example, there you are getting salary. Throughout the year, if you observe this, throughout the year, if you observe, some months are ordinary months where salary calculation is very normal, ordinary, but some specific months are available. Some specific months are available. Do you know that? Say, for example, company anniversary month is available. For example, the company anniversary month, what company wants to do? The company wants to give some 5,000 is a bonus amount for all their employees, for example. As part of their salary, that 5,000 rupees has to be deposited or not? Along with the salary, 5,000 extra has to be provided or not? Not only that, some festive kind of months are available, some festival related months are available. Say, for example, in general, companies are giving bonus on what festivals they know. Say, for example, maybe some Dasara or maybe something else, or maybe December 25th, or maybe December month. December month might be more investment is going on. Am I right or not? December 31st night, more cost is going on or not? There definitely bonus is mandatory or not for every employee. Yeah, of course. So not only that, some example I'm telling there. Definitely in that examples might be the company wants to give some extra, some bonus amounts there. Am I right or not? But there, how salary is going to be calculated? As usual, regular salary, if we calculate it, no, then regular amount only that employee is able to get. But company wants to give what there? Some bonus amount. Company wants to give what there? Some bonus amount. So how this bonus amount is going to be provided? Observe carefully, the same thing as it is. This implementation here we have to provide, but extra, apart from all these things, but extra, what is that one here? No, bonus amount is going to be added or not? Come on, guys. But extra bonus amount is going to be added or not? All right, so now tell me. All of you now tell me. How many methods I declared now? How many methods I declared now? Two methods or single method? Two methods I declared. Okay, two methods I declared. In both the cases, method names are what? Same or different? In both the cases, method names are what? Same or different? Same method name. But parameter list is what? Same or different? Parameter list is what? Same or different? Definitely some difference is in their parameter list or not? Right. This representation, this programming part is called what their method overloading. This could be recognized by compiler only. If any method is available with some number of parameters, no, automatically that could be recognized by worm, but that could be recognized by compiler only. That will be recognized at compilation time only. Are you getting my point or not? That's why this total process, this total thing is called as what their method overloading. Right, this is called as what their method overloading. This is an example I'm telling there. Java does support Java does support method overloading. Java does support what there? Method overloading. Just simple example I'm here telling there. But again, I'm telling there, my intention is not to talk much about method overloading. Just a representation I've given. What is what information I'm telling there. You should not have any question mark. What is method overloading? That's why I'm giving this punch card. All of you get my point or not? But again, in object orientation, it's the main topic for us. Overriding, overloading. In object orientation, polymorphism topic I'm going to take separately. Almost 3 to 4 days of time I'm going to spend on only polymorphism. There again I will discuss about these concepts. But at present, as part of this introduction, we need to understand this content. That's why I'm discussing about these points now. That's okay, fine. Now this is exactly like what their method overloading that we understood. Then what next one here now? Operator overload. That is our required point here. Now all of you observe carefully. Operator overloading. All right. What is the meaning of this operator overloading? Right, sir. All right, sir. All of you observe carefully. What is the meaning of this operator overloading? No. Operator overloading is what there. If we have single operator, observe carefully. If we have single operator with more than one operation or functionality. Come on, if you have any operator, if you have single operator with more than one operation or more than one functionality, then that operator is called overloaded operator. Then that operator is called what? Overloaded operator. And the process is called operator overloading. What is this process now? Defining single operator with more than one functionality. Defining single operator with more than one functionality or more than one operation. Then that process is called as what there? Operator overloading. Guys, all of you are following my points now. What I'm discussing, for what purpose I'm discussing all these points? Are getting these points now? Don't worry. In a very startup mode, we need to understand each and every concept like this one. Once the platform is built, then automatically we are going to see that further concepts in effective mode. I'm trying to prepare the platform for all of you know. I think then we are in a different tracks. Once we are getting the right platform there, we can explore our technology at any level. So, but if you want to explore our technology at any level, first of all, we need to have a strong base. That base I'm trying to build now. Step by step I will come. No need to worry for it. Then give that option to me, how to inject the content to you. But the point is what there, we must have patience, then we have to understand what I'm trying to teach. Each and every topic, each and every point is important. Definitely these concepts are going to be useful in the future when I'm going to talk about our Java effectively. So try to put more for concentration here now. By the way, today good news is what? Nobody is sleeping inside the classroom. Okay, then it's a good sign today. Okay, I'm checking right from beginning of the class. I'm checking any person is sleeping or not. It's very good thing. Right, let's move the point here. Operator overloading. Example I'm telling to you now. Try to understand this. All of you observe carefully. Example for operator overloading. Everybody understand this. Say for example, int a is equal to 10. Clear? Int a is equal to 10. Int b is equal to 20. Int c is equal to a plus b semicolon. Int c is equal to a plus b semicolon. That's okay, nice. System dot out dot println. In Java, in the case of C and C, in the case of C, printf function is available now. For what purpose we are using printf in C? To display some data on console or command prompt. Similarly, in the case of C++, Cout is available to display something on what their console. Similarly, in the case of Java, if you want to display something on command prompt, there we have to use what their system.out.println. Now here I want to display like what there. Now here addition colon plus C value here I'm trying to add C is the resultant value. That value is added to the addition. On console, I'm able to get addition colon C, or else maybe just we can display. If you don't like to display any string value, or directly we can display what value? C value. That's okay, fine. Yes, all of you are clear up to now? All of you are getting clarity up to now? I'll come back to this once again, but try to understand it now. Let me come to the remaining part. String str1 is equal to ABC. Am I right? String str1 is equal to what there? ABC. Am I right? Next one is string str2 is equal to DEF. Clear? String str1 is equal to ABC. String str2 is equal to DEF. All right. Now, string str3 is equal to str1 plus str2. Then after that, system dot out dot println of str3. Right, sir. Now, just I'm asking one question to you. Now, try to answer for it. In both the code blocks, yeah, this is one code block and this is another code block. If you observe this, in both the code blocks, I have used single operator. Am I right? I have used single operator. Am I right? What is that operator? No, plus operator we have used. Now here, what it has performed here? No, here it performed like what there? Arithmetic addition. Arithmetic addition. A value is 10, B value 20, into C is equal to A plus B. Here, what value here we are getting there in C is equal to C value is what there? 10 plus 20. What's the value here we are getting? 30. Now here plus is for what there? Come on, here plus is for what purpose there? Arithmetic addition. Here plus is for what purpose there? Arithmetic addition. Got my point or not? Okay, nice. Now let's move on to the next point here. String str1 is equal to ABC. String str2 is equal to DEF. String str3 is equal to str1 plus str2. str1 plus str2. Now here plus is for string concatenation. Come on, guys. String concatenation. What's the meaning of concatenation? Adding two strings. That means appending two string values. A, B, C, D, E, F. I want to provide. This is the concatenation of what there two string values there. So here plus is for what there string concatenation. If it is a case now, what is the output value here? We are able to get in str3 sysnot out println of str3. I'm going to display or not. So A, B, C, D, E, F here we are able to get. What's the value here we are getting there now? A, B, C, D, E, F. No response, guys. All of you are following or not? Now tell me straightforward information. Here plus is an operator. One time it is used for arithmetic addition. Another time it is used for what there? String concatenation. Means that single operator has multiple functionalities or not. Arithmetic addition is different. Concatenation is different. So single operator has multiple operations or not. Multiple functionalities or not. No response, guys. Right, sir. So is it not operator overloading? Is it not that operator is overloaded operator? Definitely. This process is what their operator overloading. That the operator is what their overloaded operator. That operator is what their overloaded operator. Clear? All of you are getting it or not? Up to know what I discussed here. What is an operator overloading? Up to know what I discussed here. What is an operator overloading? Up to that point only I have discussed here. I have not given any discussion about why it is not available in Java. I get my point or not? Just I discussed only what there. Up to now I discussed about only what is an operator overloading. Right. Now let's come for our content here. Why operator overloading is not possible in Java? Why operator overloading is not possible in Java? Because of two small reasons, very, very small reasons. All right, sir. Java does not support operator overloading. Why? Because Java doesn't support operator overloading. Why? Because point number one, it's a very, very small reason. Understand it? No. It is a rarely used feature in application development. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? It is what there rarely used feature in application development. So because of that reason, Java doesn't have concentration on this particular feature. Java has neglected this feature. Why? Because in application development, it is not much frequently used feature. It is a totally almost all dead in application development. It is a very, very, very rarely used feature, especially as per the Java programming concern. If we take now, very rarely used feature in the application development. Clear? And the second one, listen carefully. If this operator overloading is allowed in a Java application, for a moment, think of it. Think of it. Operator overloading is allowed in Java applications. For example, what will happen there? What is the extreme level of this operator overloading? You may declare more number of operators with more number of functionalities or not. See, if operator overloading is allowed, there is a chance to declare more and more number of operators with more number of functionalities or not. At one level, what it is going to be happen? Developer may lose his controlling over this tracing part of the operators. Which operator is for which functionality? The developer may get confusion. If it is at one operator, two functionalities, two operators, four functionalities are okay. 10 operators, each one is having 10 functionalities. Get my point or not? Maybe in some situation, one operator, that means two operators may have the same functionality also. Two operators may define with what their same functionality, but which functionality, which operator has to be used, there again confusion will come there. Get my point or not? That's why here, what is the point I'm telling now? First of all, it is a rarely used feature in the application development. That's why Java doesn't have concentration on it. Another one is what there? It is a confusion oriented feature when we use more number of operators with more number of functionalities. All of you observe carefully what I'm telling to you. So it's a rarely used feature in application development. It's a confusion oriented feature when we use more number of operators with the more number of functionalities. Again, it is one of the confusion oriented feature. But you know Java, what is the Java actually? Java is a simple programming language. It should not allow confusion oriented features. Because of that reason only, pointers are not allowed. Because of that reason only, multiple inheritance is not allowed. Now this time it is what there? Operator overloading. Understand my point clearly? But method overloading is not giving any confusion here. Why? Because method name, then parameter list is available, clear cut declaration is available there. But operator overloading in the sense, only two operators, one single operator, but maybe more than one operator may have the same functionality. Maybe single operator may have multiple functionalities there. But which functionality, which operator we are going to use is a bit confusion at over the point, actual exceeded point. So because of that reason, it's not at all like what there suggestible concept in our application development. So finally, because of these two reasons, no, Java does not allow operator overloading in its application development. But I have a question now. Can I ask a question now? Can I ask a question now? Right now, see this. I think we have written some code here. This is the code here we have written. Am I right? Let's see. Let me copy this. Now here I want to keep this. For example, I don't like to use this one here. Guys, all of you observe carefully. I try to copy this here inside this Java program. Don't worry, no need to think much about this program here, how I'm saving this Java file, how to compare and execute this. Now tell me, one question I'm asking there. Is this code is representing operator overloading or not? As now this code is representing operator overloading or not? Already we had discussion that there's a base example I've taken for operator overloading. Now it is representing operator overloading. Got it or not? Now tell me, this program is a Java program or not? This program is what? Java program or not? Let me compile and execute this. What's going to be happen? Now d:/cd space Java 730. That location I've taken. I think so. That program I saved in this location only. D Java 730 tester.java. Right. Now observe carefully. Java C tester.java. 1 minute, wait. It's a copy paste problem there. Don't worry. Now I need to use this Java related things. Double quotations are somewhat different again. That's why we are getting this error. Don't worry. I'll manage it. Right, sir. Java C space test.java compiled successfully. Java space test. We are getting output. First output is what there? 30. Why? Because 10 plus 20 is what there? 30. Second output is what there? A, B, C, D, E, F. Two outputs we are getting or not? Let's come for our actual point. What is the point here I'm telling there? This code is representing operator overloading. I said to you directly operator overloading is not possible in Java. But when I compile this code, compilation is successful. When I execute this code, executed successfully, I got results. So how can you say operator overloading is not available, not possible in a Java applications? How can you say this? Definitely, this question here we are able to get. Interviewer may ask the question in this way. First of all, interviewer may ask a question to you, tell me operator overloading is possible or not possible. Officially, we are able to say no, not possible. Operator overloading is not possible in Java. He'll ask you why it is not possible in Java. He may give some reasons there. Operator overloading is such as an outdated content and it is totally not utilized in application development, rarely used feature. Second one is what there apart from this no. All right, so it is a somewhat confusion oriented feature. So Java doesn't support this particular topic here. That's okay. Then immediately he will write this code. Interviewer will write this code. He will ask there, is this code is representing operator overloading or not? Yes, you have to say, yes, it is representing operator overloading. Is this code is compiled successfully or not in Java? Yes, it successfully compiled. Is this code is executed successfully or not? Yes, this code is executed successfully. So how can you say operator overloading is not possible in Java? Interviewer may ask this question like this. Got it or not? All right, I'll give some small reason or try to understand it. Very, very simple point. After understand the content here, I'm giving one small note. Everybody, try to understand it. I'm going to type the reason. Try to read that reason here. What we are going to understand, try to understand it now. All of you are okay? All of you are following my point now? All right, now let's understand it. What I said to you? As per the Java internal requirement, as per the Java internal requirement, Java made some of the predefined operators as overload operators with the fixed functionalities but right up to now what I given their clarity as per the Java internal requirement, Java made some of the predefined operators as overloaded operators with the fixed functionalities. But what next one? But Java does not provide any environment. Java doesn't provide any environment to do operator overloading explicitly at a developer's level. Come again, what you are understanding then now tell me. As per the Java internal requirement, Java made some of the predefined operators as overloaded operators with the fixed functionalities, but Java does not provide any environment to do operator overloading explicitly at a developer's level. By the developer, what is the meaning of it now? Explicitly, if developer wants to define operator overloading explicitly, not possible. But some of the predefined operators are already declared as overloaded operators with the fixed functionalities. If we want to use them, we can use them. But newly want to define our own way operator overloading, no, Java does not support that particular feature. As all of you are getting it or not? Say for example, as of now, plus is for what there? Now tell me guys, what we understood there? Up to now here we understood this point here. Plus is for what there? Plus is for arithmetic addition. And what next one here? No, string concatenation. This is okay. These two are defined, predefined. These two functionalities are available, predefined. But for example, I want to define a new functionality for plus. Is it possible? Is it possible to define any new functionality for plus? No, not possible here. Java does not support that environment. Explicitly, if you want to do operator overloading, that is not possible at a developer's level. But some of the operators are already overloaded operators in Java. If you want to use them, then we can use as part of your applications. But you don't have any right. You are unable to do, we are unable to perform operator overloading explicitly in our applications. Clear or not? All of you are getting clarity or not? Right, sir? That's it, guys. Now, this is the total awareness here we can understand. No, just one time total. I want to explain briefly what I completed. No, about this one. Next, immediately I will move on to the next point here. Now, let's understand this clearly. What I discussed here. Now, tell me what's the meaning of this object-oriented programming language. Now, tell me if any programming language represents data in the form of what there objects as per what object-oriented features. Then the programming language is what? Object-oriented programming language. How many number of object-oriented features are available? 7 number of object-oriented features. What are the 7 number of object-oriented features now? Class, object, encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism, message passing. All right, sir. Then what is polymorphism actually? Polymorphism is a Greek word where poly means many and morphism means what there? Structures. Got it or not? If one thing is exist in more than one form, then it is called as what there? Polymorphism. If one thing is exist in more than one form, then it is called as what there? Polymorphism. How many types of polymorphisms are existed? Two types of polymorphisms. What are the two types of polymorphisms? No, static polymorphism. Another one is what there? Dynamic polymorphism. What is static polymorphism? Come on, what is static polymorphism? If the polymorphism is exhibited at what time? Compilation time. Then that polymorphism is static polymorphism. Example is what? Overloading. What is dynamic polymorphism? If the polymorphism is exhibited at what time? Runtime. Then the polymorphism is what? Dynamic polymorphism. What is an example here? Overriding. How many types of overloadings are available? Two types. What are the two types of overloadings? You know, method overloading, operator overloading. What is method overloading? Come on, if we declare more than one method with the same name and with the different parameter list, then it is what their method overloading. One simple example for our understanding purpose, I have taken one simple example. Not required to understand even this one also. That is not our concentration actually. All right, sir. Operator overloading definition I have given. What is this operator overloading now? If you have a single operator with more than one operation or functionality, then that operator is what their overloaded operator, and that process is what? Operator overloading. That's okay, fine. Next one. Why operator overloading is not possible in Java? There are some reasons. What are the two? Okay, example I've given for operator overloading. Plus operators I have taken as an example. Plus is for arithmetic addition and plus is for string concatenation. So here two things are available here. Two functionalities for single plus operator. That's why it is what their operator overloading. Java does not support operator overloading because of two reasons. One is what there? It's a rarely used feature in application development, and it is a confusion-oriented feature when we use more operators, more functionalities. Note I have given there. As per the Java internal requirement, Java made some of the predefined operators as overloaded operators with the fixed functionalities, but Java does not provide any environment to do operator overloading explicitly at a developer's level. See, when interviewer is asking, tell me something about overloading or operator overloading, we have to give this total information. We have to give the total content here. Then only that interviewer will get satisfaction. Moreover, this kind of feeding is required in the feature better understanding. See, now just almost all you're not recognizing my approach now. Point is very simple, but it's a background story I'm giving now. That is very, very important. That will provide very good comfort in the future to understand the future concepts. Now, what concepts you understood there? What is an object-oriented programming language? You understood. How many object-oriented features are available that we understood? Yesterday we understood inheritance. Now today we understood what there? Polymorphism. Some idea. Indirectly, I'm giving some idea. That idea is useful for us to understand betterly the object orientation concepts in the future. Anyway, that's okay, fine. This is okay now. So overall, how many points we completed here now? 6 points we completed. Am I right or not? All right, so the seventh one is like what there? All of you observe carefully. Destructors required in C++ but destructors are not required in Java. Right, sir. I'm giving there overall how many points are existed now. Nearly 9 number of points are available about these differences now. Now we are at seventh point. If I complete this 9 number of points, then I will go with the Java features. Java features topic I will start there. By from that point onwards, continuously we are going to talk about Java. There is a deviation there. There I'm going to take the path forward there, Java and its content here. All right. Now let's understand this content, guys. All of you know. What is the point number 7 now? Destructors required in a C++, but destructors are not required in what? Java. Right, sir. As usual. Now, first of all, tell me what exactly the purpose of destructors? What is destructor? Before going to understand whether destructors are possible or not possible in C++ and Java, first to understand it, what is destructor? What is the purpose of this destructor? We have to understand this point now. All of you are getting clarity now? All right, sir. Once again, I'm asking the same question to all of you guys. Now tell me, what is an object-oriented programming language? Come on, what is an object-oriented programming language? If any programming language represents data in the form of objects, as per what their object-oriented features. But here the point what I'm telling to you, in object-oriented programming languages, data must be represented in the form of objects or not? In object-oriented programming languages, data must be represented in the form of objects or not? Come on, guys. Right, we need to represent data in the form of what their objects. If we want to represent the data in the form of objects, first we have to create objects. Without creating objects, how it is possible to store data inside the object now? So first we have to create objects. After that only we are going to keep the data inside the objects. We are going to read data from the objects. We are going to update the data inside the objects. Am I right or not? So first we have to create the objects. Okay, fine. Next one is, after creating the objects, we are able to keep some data inside the objects. After that, our program is going to be completed. Just before terminating our program, there we need to take the responsibility to destroy these objects. We have to take responsibility to destroy objects. Am I right or not? Understand my point clearly? In object-oriented programming, data must be represented in the form of objects. If we want to represent data in the form of objects, first we have to create the objects. After completing the work with the objects, now at the end of the program, at least we have to destroy that objects. So here developers are having two responsibilities. In object-oriented programming, developers must have two responsibilities. What are the two responsibilities? No, first one is creating objects, another one is what there destroying objects. First one is what they're creating objects, and second one is what they're destroying objects. Yes, all of you are getting clarity what I am telling to you? That's okay, fine. To create objects, all the object-oriented programming languages are providing a separate feature. That feature is constructors. Yes, conclusion I'm telling there. Now tell me, to create objects, object-oriented programming languages are providing constructors a feature. What is that feature there now? Constructors. Similarly, to destroy objects, object-oriented programming languages are providing a separate feature. That feature is destructors. That feature is what they're destructors. To create objects, constructors. To destroy objects, destructors. That's clear? Up to now, all of you are getting clarity now? All right. Now let's understand the point here. In C++, developers must take the responsibility to create objects as well as to destroy objects. But in the case of Java, developers are responsible for only creating objects. Developers are not responsible for destroying objects. Come on, come again. What's the point I said to you? In C++, developers are responsible for what? Creating objects, destroying objects. But in the case of Java, developers are responsible for only what? Creating objects. Developers are not responsible for what? Destroying the objects. Developers are not responsible for destroying the objects. Developers are responsible for only creating objects. Why, sir? Why developers are not responsible for destroying objects in the case of Java? If we come for this point now, listen carefully. One conclusion I'm telling there. In Java, there is an automatic object destruction tool is available. In Java, there is a tool, there is an inbuilt tool to destroy the objects automatically, where developer interference is not available. Automatically, when objects wants to destroy it, when we want to destroy the objects, automatically an implicit tool is destroying these objects in the case of Java. Now the tool which is destroying objects inside the Java is garbage collector. What's the name of the tool there? Garbage collector. That garbage collector is the difference between C++ and Java. Garbage collector is one of the difference between C++ and Java. In the case of C++, garbage collector is not available, but in the case of Java, garbage collector is existing. Now tell me, I'm giving one simple example. Try to understand this example, guys. All of you know. Simple example. For example, whenever we are having some might be holidays in the sense, whenever we want to go for some outside for a dinner or lunch, maybe when we go for some restaurant and outside, what's going to be happen there? First of all, you'll go to the restaurant. Might be you'll take some location, some chair or whatever it may be, some location. There might be you're giving some food order or not. Might be the persons, those who are serving food for us now, they used to prepare that order, then they are given that food order. Whatever the order we are given there, that food items are prepared, that food items are given to us. Got or not? Okay, we have taken that food item. Good. That food item is completed, over, that almost all completed. Then what happened there? When we have taken some food, might be when we eat some food, some wastage is created or not? Guys, observe carefully. Some wastage is created or not? Wastage is created or not? Okay. Two cases I'm telling now. Observe two cases now. Case number one. Case number one. Listen carefully. There is a board in the restaurant wall. There is a board. What is that board there? If we create any wastage, you should take the responsibility to bring that wastage to the dustbin. As you created the wastage, no, you should take the responsibility to keep that wastage in the dustbin. Case number one. Case number two, I'm telling that if you have any wastage, don't worry. We assign some people to clear your wastage. No, just we can keep that plates and everything there, wastage there. Just you can leave from the bench. That's it. Our people will come there and they will clean our chair or whatever it may be, the bench, whatever it may be. So they will take the responsibility. That means restaurant will take the responsibility. Of course, second case is going on everywhere, but example I'm telling you. Now tell me, which one is the best for the in the point of customers? No, first case or second case? No, second case only. Then everybody will think about what their second case only. Got it or not? So nobody likes to clear their wastage. No, am I right or not? But always people are trying to create wastage one, but they don't want to clear the wastage. No. Anyway, the second case is a good case, but first case is not good case. Got it or not? The first case is what their C++, second case is what their Java. That's it. There's a simple point here now. Observe carefully. First case is what their C++ and second case is what their Java. In the case of Java, no need to clear our wastage. Restaurant has assigned some people to clear our wastage. In the same way, Java has provided a separate person internally to destroy the objects what developers have created. Developers are not required to destroy the objects. Some work is reduced to the developers or not. Developers work is simple or not. Developers are getting some easiness to use this to prepare applications in Java or not. That is the support we are getting from Java. But in the case of C++, no support is coming from C++ while destroying the objects, where developer must take the responsibility. Now tell me, finally I'm asking there, which programming language memory management is good? Which programming language memory management is good? Is that Java or C++? Definitely Java. We have to say Java only. Why? Because you don't have any other alternative, right? Yes, sir. Am I right? Now we are in Java class, right? We don't have any other option there. Then you have to say Java only. But anyway, that is not the reason. Actual reason is what there? Best example, garbage collector. Garbage collector is available in Java, but garbage collector is not available in the case of C++. That is the reason why destructors are mandatory in the case of what there C++, but destructors are not required. Even I'm not saying optional. Destructors are not required, not existed in the case of what there Java due to the garbage collector. Due to the availability of what there garbage collector. That's it. All of you are getting clarity on these points now. Right, guys. Now this is that somewhat information here what I'm telling there. But this points I'll give clarity for you, and then tomorrow once again I will give 2 minutes of explanation. Then after that I want to give document for this now. Then any of you are not having link to see this document here, please now take this link and try to use this document. Everyday class is going on in this link only up to some introductory parts here. When I'm going to change it, then definitely I will change that one. In the future I'll give intimation to you, but try to everybody has to take what there this link. All of you are reading the content from this document. All of you are able to open this document. Right, again I'm telling there, gradually, slowly I will speed up your content here, but I need to keep all of your minds into all of you are at which location you are available, I don't know. What's your track, I don't know, but I'm trying to keep all of you into my track. As per that one, I'm planning all these points. Are you getting my point or not? So maybe starting point may be a bit slow, but once you are getting some platform there, I'm able to speed up your content. We are going to see some content more. Clear to all of you? Right, sir. That's all, guys. That's all for today. Then tomorrow we'll continue the class. Tomorrow we'll see the remaining part. Tomorrow is the last class for what their differences now. Next class onwards, I'm going to start what their Java features. Another new topic I will take now. When I complete introduction part, the total introduction part, when I complete the total introduction part, there I will conduct some exam. Then where is some 30 marks questions I'll prepare there, multiple options questions. No, there we have to appear for that exam. We have to check your knowledge, how much you are getting the content, right? Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot. We'll meet on tomorrow. Tomorrow at 4:30. Thank you. Yeah, for online students, so exam is for both, guys, for offline and as well as for what they online. For both of them, we are going to conduct exam there. Don't worry. And Rajesh Gupta, are you there? Please come. Yeah, Google Drive. Yeah, Google Drive. No, no. Then do one thing. See this, ma'am. Take this number. Take this number. Take this number. Relate our classes, everything in this number. Might we may get solution. Take this number. And again, just send a message there. Whatever the transaction you are having there, the receipt is there no, with you. Just WhatsApp to this number, and they will immediately give that access to you. I think you are missing some classes there, right? Acha, fine, fine. Yeah, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna. Just take this number. You also. Acha, acha. Okay, then WhatsApp to this number there. Okay, then definitely they will send you. Same similar concepts. They're like no. Just introduction of the object orientation again, but the topic what I covered there. The topic what I covered there, multiple inheritance is not exist in Java. That is one point. And before that, pointers topic I think I covered. Pointers are not exist in Java. That is another point. These 2 points majorly. No, that I have not covered there. The topics will cover in the future. So in object orientation, you will get it. And thank you. Yeah. Okay. ఇవి కూడా పెద్ద పట్టించుకోవద్దు ఇవి అంటే కొంత సి ప్లస్ తెలుసున్నట్లు చెప్పాను మీకు ఎక్కడ ఇచ్చాం కాదు ఫస్ట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఎప్పుడైతే స్టార్ట్ చేస్తానో అప్పటి నుంచి మీకు అర్థమైంది క్లియర్గా అది మీరు రాయొద్దు అప్పుడే. నేను అది ఆల్రెడీ జస్ట్ కంపారిజన్ కోసం చెప్తుంది. మీకు అసలు ఫస్ట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఎట్లా చేయాలి నేను చెప్పకుండా మీరు ఎట్లా రాస్తారు? రాయలేరు కదా! అందుకని నేను అనేది అండి ఇదంతా థియరీ అనేది అర్థం చేసుకోండి అర్థమైనంత వరకు. ఇంకోసారి చదవండి అర్థం కాదు అంతే అంతే అంతే. ఇదంతా కూడా కంపారిజన్లో చెప్తున్న పాయింట్స్ అవే. మీరు వీటిని పట్టించుకోవద్దు. కానీ మీరు చేయాల్సిన పని ఏంటంటే ఎప్పుడైతే నేను ఫస్ట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ డెవలప్మెంట్ చెప్తానో అప్పటి నుంచి మీరు సిస్టమ్ మీద చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది. అప్పటి నుంచి మీకు అర్థం అవుతుంది ఇమ్మీడియట్ నా దగ్గర రండి. లేట్ చేయకూడదు. ఎందుకంటే ఇమ్మీడియట్ చెప్పేస్తే మీకు అర్థమై క్లారిటీ వచ్చేస్తే వెళ్ళిపోవచ్చు. అప్పటి వరకు జస్ట్ కాంటెంట్ అంతే. ఫుల్ కోడింగ్ ఉంటుంది. ఇంకా నేను ఇంకా స్టార్ట్ చేయలేదు కదా! ఇదంతా కూడా ఇంట్రడక్టరీ కాంటెంట్ ఉన్నాం కదా! తక్కువ ఉంటాయి అట్లా ఉండదు. అంటే ఫ్రేమ్ వర్క్స్ కావాలి రాదు. కోర్ జావా మీద జాబ్స్ అనేవి ఉండదు ఉండవు. అంటే ఏదైనా టెస్టింగ్ కో లేకపోతే సేల్స్ ఫోర్స్కి వెళ్తానంటే ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ ఓకే. కోర్ జావాకి సరిపోతుంది కానీ యాక్చువల్గా జావా బేస్ మీద వెళ్దామంటే కోర్ జావాతో ఏం అవ్వదు. తక్కువ ఉంటుంది కోడింగ్. అంటే మీకు 70% థియరీ ఉంటుంది, 30% కోడింగ్ ఉంటుంది. ఈ రెండు మిక్స్లో వస్తాయి. అడ్వాన్స్ జావా అనుకో 70% ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఉంటుంది, 30% థియరీ ఉంటుంది. టాప్ ఎండ్కి వచ్చేసరికి టాప్ ఎండ్ టెక్నాలజీకి వచ్చేసరికి. సో ఇదంతా ఇంట్రడక్షన్ అండి. మీరు పెద్ద వరి అవ్వాల్సిన పని లేదు. చిన్నగా వెళ్తూ ఉంటుంది. ఒక టైంలో నేనే చెప్తాను మీకు. ఇక 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 కాన్సెప్ట్స్ అంతా కూడా మీకు పక్క ప్రాక్టికల్ వచ్చేస్తూ ఉంటాయి. జాగ్రత్త మీరు ఫాలో అవ్వాలని చెప్పేసి ఇక అక్కడి నుంచి సీరియస్ పట్టుకోండి చెప్పండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ. దేనికి? లేదని చెప్పండి అంతే. Vamsi sir, just guys, then those who are not yet received your videos there, please WhatsApp to this number about your transaction receipt. Then you are able to get it. Whatever the number I'm giving, guys, those who are attending in online. Yeah, already the demo class are complete, guys. Very soon that link is going to be changed. So those who are not yet registered, please immediately register for the course. Okay, but when link is changed there, everybody you are able to get a mail from Durgasoft with the new link details. But until that, just you have to use the same link. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Vamsi, then it's not like that. Just you can give your query there, then they will set right. No need to worry for it. Okay. Santosh, please check once, no, then whether you received that link or not, that Google Drive access, no. I think immediately our people has to respond for it actually. Please one time check it. Check your Google, Gmail. Okay. Almost for all of them they are giving there. Anyway, then this number. No response. From last 1 week, I'm asking, sir. They are seeing messages but no response. Vamsi, then our people are saying that they are given already access, no? Me too. Hari Krishna, Paturi. No, yeah, then access were given already. Please check your mails, no, regarding this access, might be regarding these videos access. Please check once. Access for videos is already given. Rajesh Muthia, yes. Yeah, then in general, then when the receipts you send it to WhatsApp to this number, people are immediately giving response. Immediately they are giving access there. Yeah, anyway, then once again, I'm requesting to everybody, those who are not having videos, try to send WhatsApp to this number about these receipts there immediately. Our people will give immediate response there. They will give access immediately. Okay. Don't worry, everybody will get videos. Then for everybody, it's a minimum right for you. Then you will get video support. No need to worry for it. But WhatsApp your receipts to this number. Then you are able to get it. Okay. Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks a lot. I'll meet on tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll see that content there. Thank you. Thanks a lot.